Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to episode number 13 of Let's Play Kingdom Hearts 2. Today we are going to be taking a look at Disney Castle. Disney Castle is actually a very cool world because it's one of the few worlds... I know we visited, I guess Mulan's world is kind of different, Hollow Bastion's sort of different, and Twilight Town, but this is a town that was like really hinted at in the first game. But we never got the glimpse to go there. All we got was a couple of snips here and there about what people were doing inside of Disney Castle. So it's really nice to get to see this place for the first time, get a good idea of what it actually looks like on the inside, and, you know, just get to be able to experience it. I will share with you all, there is a legitimate death in this episode on my own behalf. I was just playing a little stupid when I first started playing, but it looks like there's a secret up there that we can't get to because we can't fly quite yet. That's okay. And then let's go. Let's see where this door leads us. Yeah, I'm really excited to see Disney Castle. Okay, this looks like a pretty cool little area. I like how goofy just the whole world looks. And I mean, by rights, right? It's allowed to look like that because it's Disney Castle. Like, that's what makes Disney Castle Disney Castle. It's a home of all of our goofy little characters. But there are Heartless running around, which I was pretty sure, like, there were things in place so that way that couldn't happen. Pretty sure Mickey had this place pretty locked down, so this is not a good sign that there's Heartless all over the place. It definitely means that something went wrong. Let's start jumping over here. I want to just go and get all the treasure we can get, honestly, first, before we do anything else. Because I don't think there's a ton to do in Disney Castle. I do think... Yeah, I'm not going to spoil some of it, because the next episode is going to be really cool for you guys. But, inside of Disney Castle itself, there's a subset... There's an additional world inside of the world, and that's pretty cool. But we'll cross that when we get to it. As far as Disney Castle itself goes, I don't think there's a whole ton to do here in this game. Honestly, I don't remember in like any of the Kingdom Hearts games having a ton to do in Disney Castle. I don't even think it's in Kingdom Hearts 3. It's definitely not in the original Kingdom Hearts that we just played recently on the channel. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't have a lot of memories of Disney Castle as a whole. Like, it's memorable because our characters talk about it and it's the home of some of our characters, but outside of that, it's not really all that memorable. But there we go, we were able to cheese and get that little heart piece. It's always nice to get those when we can, and there's one in the corner over there and another box, so let's go get all those. Like I said, a lot of this episode is just going to be getting the secrets here because the Heartless, although they're a threat, they're not really a threat. There's not a whole ton of them. And we're like right on level to where we're supposed to be. Like, I believe the requested level for this world. Before we go into any world, it says like, hey, this is the level we expect you to be at. And I think it said 20 for this world, and I do believe we're like right at level 20, so it's not really... It's not as hard. Like, sometimes I like to go and do things ahead of time because I want them to be a little bit harder. I try to do that with the Hades Cup after the next episode and failed horrifically, and that was only like the recommended levels, level 25, and we were about level 20, so, you know, in some cases we just can't get past it. It seems impossible, but in other cases it is possible to do. I think with this guy, if I could somehow weasel my way onto his top hat there, I could get this secret. Yeah, like, this is totally possible. I just have to take the path correctly. There we go. Nice and easy. Another heart puzzle piece. All this stuff helps. Like, all that stuff is going to make traversing the post-game, if we chose to do that, really fun and easy. Versus a lot of the times that could be a really stressful process because you have to go back and retroactively get all those heart pieces and things like that. Like, just a headache, so... The more we can avoid that, the better. And it looks like for this one, I'm going to need to get some leverage by going over here first. And then maybe jumping over if the game will let me. Yeah, that worked. Yeah, and there was a way to get to it behind here. But yeah, it is good that, like, this world has a lot of collectible little pieces like that. Oh, we're only level 17 at the beginning of this world. Yeah, so we are probably a little under-leveled, if anything, here. I thought we were closer to level 20, but maybe we're level 20 by the end of this episode, and that's what I'm thinking of. I honestly don't know. The EXP in this game is really odd, and of course I'm skipping a lot of the fights and whatnot, just so we can get through these worlds easier for the Let's Play. I would typically just cut them out and do the Let's Play itself, but with going on vacation next week, I'm not even sure if we'll get to have like the full week's worth of videos or if we'll just have like 3 or 4. I have no idea. I've been really struggling to get everything posted ahead of time. Luckily, I finished up filming everything today, which is Sunday, for all of this week, so there won't be any delays this week, but I'm just hoping we don't have any delays next week as well. I think it's going to be really challenging to get every single episode, but I'm going to try and at least get 2 out of each, so 4 episodes in total. If we miss a Wednesday episode, we miss a Wednesday episode, but we'll see what we can do, folks. Yeah, like I said, it's extremely challenging, and I just know next weekend I'm gonna have 0 time to focus on it because I'm gonna have to take the dog to a boarder. I'm gonna have to what else am I gonna have to do? I'm gonna have to get packed to go on the trip. Whole bunch of mumbo jumbo, organize things with my passport and whatnot. It's just gonna be, if you can hear from my voice, it's a lot of work to get into it, but you know, it'll be worthwhile. I'll get some downtime, get to relax. I felt like I haven't had that in like years at this point. And we are halfway through the year, right? Like it is, it's June. So that's always exciting, you know? Coming up on the halfway marker. And here we are, we're in the library. I just stand still for whatever reason for a couple seconds. I always like to see if it lets me monkey around with things in the room first, because sometimes it like cuts you out of these rooms and it's like, oh, you have to go do X, Y, and Z, and it's like, well, I don't really want to do X, Y, and Z right out the gate. Like, I would prefer to have some time to explore the area. Like in this case, I would like to get this big ass chest over here before it forces me out of this room, because that's some torn pages for Winnie the Pooh. Some important stuff. There we go. We are visiting the Queen.
Royal Highness, did you happen to summon us? Where's the king?
And of course, they're a little agitated that we're not as over the top, pledging our allegiance to the Queen. The king has told me about you in his letters. He said you were a very brave young man. Like, so you know where he is? And she's like, nope, not a clue. Like, oh man, that kind of sucks. We've been looking for him this whole time. We even had our memories wiped in the process. It's been a pretty exhausting trip, Queen Minnie. We were hoping for some good news on this one. But of course, that's the way it goes, you know? Sometimes it just goes like that. And the castle, there's Heartless coming into the castle, which is always never a good time. But we're gonna help out. We're gonna make sure to make our way through this. Get as much done as we can. We will assist her. Let's be on our way. Okay, Minnie. And I get the whole Disney Castle map, and it's just me assisting her. So we need to go to the large door. Oh man, I better not be looking at customizing my abilities. I promised y'all I wouldn't do that throughout all this. Okay, the combo boost is pretty cool though. Actually, I didn't even realize we had that. I'm gonna have to go back on my save file and for sure equip all that. You can see she could shoot orbs just like Mickey can, which is pretty cool. Let's call her over. Sora, call her over. Yeah, she's not moving because you have to call her over. Come on, Sora. Put 2 and 2 together. Now she's out of distance, and you can't call her over. I actually do a pretty good job, I think, protecting her this time around. I say that as all of them go to attack her. But, now, in all honesty, I think I do a pretty good job. But I get overwhelmed when we get into the next room, and it resets the whole thing. So for this one, I think you could just continuously call her over, and you'll be fine. Like, I legitimately think that'll work if you just keep calling her over. And let the Heartless bombard her. As long as you're quick about it, I'm pretty sure you could just get right through. Come on, Queen. Oh shit, here's one of these big things. We've seen these briefly before, I believe. I don't remember if it was in this game or if it was in another game, but I remember seeing them before. I just hope we don't see a whole ton of them. They get really annoying. Okay, here we go. She's unlocking this room. Let's have another soda pop here.
Just one moment.
Minnie's gonna cast her spell.
Sure to seal this room.
She sealed this room. I do love that there's these huge doors, and then the door opens for it, and it's just that little tiny cutout. That's hilarious. I absolutely love that. That's really funny. Let's get to the audience chamber. And I'm just looking here, make sure there's nothing hidden. You know, no little chests that we can get or anything like that. I don't want to miss out on any secrets here. Doesn't look like there's anything there. I have to do this all again. Are you kidding me? Let's just call her over. Let's call her through it. Let's do what I did last time. This door should still be open, so we should just be able to walk right into it. Yep, perfect. Okay, this looks pretty straightforward. Oh, crap. There's a whole ton of them in here, Minnie. Whatever you did not work. So we need to head to the throne while calling her. Honestly, I think the best thing we could do is kill all of these right now. I think these will continue to become a problem if we don't just deal with them. But it's so hard to hit them right. And I'm trying to eliminate the ones close to Minnie first. I just wish she would stun them a little bit better. You know, because in, like, this example, I'm getting horrifically torn apart. Minnie's in danger. I'm aware that Minnie's in danger. Sora's in danger right now. Let's call her back. Let's move forward. Try and kill some more of these guys. I think you really only need to get 2 good combo hits. But if you're not facing exactly where they are, you're not doing anything. And it just sort of sucks, I guess is the lightest way to put it. Because I'm like low on health as it is. I'm trying to call her over here. I want to get these guys in a corner where I could just start wailing on them. Not so much in a corner, but like on their own. Okay, let's heal up. Let's heal up. You didn't need to get that far away from the queen, Sora. I think this is going to be a problem. I think either the queen's going down or I am. My god, those guys... The wind-up move is so annoying. Just because there's no way... Like, I get it. Their head is, like, all the way turned around. But I should be able to hit them from the other side. Oh, he's going to hit Minnie. God damn it. Yeah, this is not going to end well. I get the gut feeling that Sora's going to die here. I could be wrong, because it looks like I'm actually doing some pretty good work, but Minnie's already taken a good amount of damage. Man, and this guy, like, I get it, they wind up every now and then, but these guys are just constantly winding up now. Just like, well, how am I supposed to avoid the attack if it's all that you do? You know? See, I'm gonna call her over here. Let's knock out some of these guys. Maybe I don't die. I could swear I died here, and it doesn't look like there's any cuts in the video. I don't know. I'm confused. I'm really confused because I could swore that I died here. And I got really pissed off about it. Maybe I just remembered walking through the doors twice. Maybe that's what I was thinking about. Because I find it hard to believe that I'm going to die here. Like, it looks like we're actually making really good work of the situation. Minnie, get back here. Minnie, you goon. Get out of there. I get it. Minnie's, like, really close to death, but I actually think there is no death here. I think I was mistaken with my statement. That's the way it looks. I find it hard to believe I'm going to die on this last one. It actually is possible. Holy shit, is that what happens? That would be hilarious. Oh my god, that's what happens. That's perfect. That is perfect. I absolutely love that. That couldn't have gone any worse. That is the absolute worst time for that to happen. Like, even if it happened after I defeated, like, 1 or 2 Heartless, I would get it. But, like, to make it all the way up into the last one and then just simply die because I chose not to heal, when I had full MP and healing items on me, it's just me being a dingus. That is an Average Joe moment at its finest. Like, flawless. Flawless by Average Joe right there. Now, I do think on this one I actually do... I think maybe I'll just ignore everything. I think she's going to take way too much damage on the path there. Yeah, I sort of just left her defend herself. Mickey would not be happy with me right now. He'd be pretty ticked off at the situation at hand. I just left his wife. She is defeating Heartless, though. She's doing a good job, but I think we're going to have to bulldoze through these guys once more. I think that's the only way this is going to work. And man, Average Joe, if you could just work on your timing on these guys. You hit them with one combo, they're stunned, follow up and hit them the next time around. Don't let them hit you with that bullcrap, and then you'll win almost every time. And if you're lucky, Minnie will do some damage to them too, and maybe you don't even need 2 combos. Minnie's in danger. I'm aware. But I'm honestly fed up with it. See, get over here, Minnie. Get in the corner. Because then they'll pile up in the corner. Get our level up again. And since they'll pile up in the corner, that means they'll all be coming from one angle. I don't have to worry about any of this crap. I'll just be able to slowly take them out. Because you got like an army of them in this room. They're not hard to deal with as much as it is like their movement patterns just suck to deal with. Like, if they didn't know this backslash move, they would be so incredibly easy. But that gives them a moment of invincibility, and it's really annoying. Cure. Stay back there, Minnie. Don't try to be a hero. I know your hubby is the king, but come on. That's it. While I'm hitting one, the other ones all wind up and hit me. So, like, it's so hard to just get moves in here. Just time after time getting wailed. You know? What are you gonna do? Just like the curse of Average Joe here. Oh, I'm not in good shape, Minnie. I have an ether, and then I can use that so I could use cure. That was actually some pretty good strategic thinking there. Normally I'm not that quick on my feet. I think honestly when I was doing this one, I had quite a few soda pops and was just trying to get through this episode because I knew that what this week would look like. If I'm going to be fully transparent, I believe that's how this recording came about. A couple of these recordings that are coming up, it's just like I have like zero recollection of the recording. It's just like my brain was working late at night and it was like, you got to get this done, man. And so I did. But there we go. Now there's nothing that could damage Minnie. Like, not a single thing left in here can do any damage. So I do think you could beat this without beating all of them. But I don't know. To me, it makes sense. I'm going to try and just go here and see if she'll just come. No, I have to stop and call her over every single individual time. That's perfect. Let's get as close as we can get. Then we'll call her over. There we go. Now when she stops, I'll stop. Okay, let's inch back a little bit. Come on, Average Joe. Figure this out, you dummy. Average Joe, what are you doing? There you go. There you go, big guy. She's not just gonna follow. You have to keep calling her. She only travels so far. Call her over. Like I said, there's nothing that can damage her now, so I do feel a lot better. Like, we're clearly just gonna win here.
This way. Let's go.
There we go. We got her up there. And I gained the auto summon, which is like the stupidest. We will not be equipping that one. There's more. Come on, give me a break. And he's hitting the button underneath there, which casts out this enormous amount of light. Holy shit. We found a direct link to the afterlife, ladies and gentlemen. God is coming through the floor. With that being said here, ladies and gentlemen, there is only a few brief minutes left of this episode. If you like this episode, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. All that good stuff is greatly motivational for myself to continue to make videos just like this now and in the near future. We'll be playing this series here on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, with the exception of this upcoming week. I'm not really sure what the schedule is going to look like. I'm going to be saying that on all my episodes this week. I feel like this week is going to be really scary to get all these episodes out for while I'm on vacation, but hopefully these episodes come out next week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then next week we'll be playing Pokemon Soul Silver as well on Tuesday and Thursday. We've got a lot of exciting stuff going on both series, so if you're interested, go ahead and check that stuff out. If you like this episode, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. It's all free for you and greatly motivational for myself. And until next time, guys, we will see you all here on the next one. I'll let you watch the end of this with a minute or two without my amazing voiceover being laid on top of it, so you can enjoy the game in its integrity. But till next time, everybody take it out, and peace out, Girl Scout. See y'all here on the next one. There's Maleficent.
If it isn't the wretched Keyblade holder and his pitiful lackeys.
Now you're gonna deal with me!
All in good time. I promise you'll be able to partake of my vengeance, but you must be patient.
Just what are you doing here, Maleficent?
Ah, Queen Minnie. Radiant as always. I'm here on a property venture. I want this castle for my own. However, it's a bit too bright for what I have in mind. I suppose I'll just have to fill every room with my personal touch of darkness.
You'd better stop right now if you know what's good for you.
Ooh, how frightening. Very well, I'll stop. Just as soon as the castle belongs to me.
What a hag.
Nothing like this has ever happened before. I looked through all the records in the library, but I couldn't find a single clue.
Oh, huh? Well, we should go ask somebody who knows lots of stuff that ain't in any book.
Merlin the Wizard! Yes, that's perfect. Merlin just might know something about this mess. Let's ask his advice.
We saw him in Hollow Bastion, right?
Yeah, let's go.